What's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler Cambre, aka Tyler the Grinder. I am a local professional poker player here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And I like to do something, a little thing called the Grinders Challenge. I ran this career in 2017 and I did very well. Very interesting way to do things, and I try to eliminate as much of the gambling aspect out of the game as you possibly could. I don't invest any of the money that I make from a regular job into the game. I start off with a free roll, win the free roll, take the cash, put into cash games, and scale it from there. So, I haven't done this in a while. I've been working on a couple of businesses. I've gotten them lifted off the ground. That definitely takes a lot of time. But today, I found out that a golf course down the street has a free roll game. So the cash prize is $350 for winning. In my experience with these things, you're usually splitting the pot 2 to 3 ways, but I like to never chop. So I'm either gonna go for that full 350 and, not chop, piss everybody off, or I might just take half or take 200 because I'm gonna start off playing a 1-2 again anyway to scale it all the way through to probably more than likely 5-10. I don't doubt I'll go any higher than that. Although we do have the Texas Card House in Dallas now, so you can definitely play 5-5, 10-25, and they have some other stuff I haven't seen. So they even have like 25-50. So there is a much more bigger opportunity to scale here than there has been at the casinos that I've played in the past, because typically like a WinStar, they'll have a 5-10, ever so often a 10-25, and sometimes a 25-50. Very rare. Usually only when big events come in, like WSOP Circuit and Choctaw, and sometimes they'll scale things a little bit too, but they'll never get as high as WinStar. But here in Dallas, now we have the Texas Card House, so I'm going to scale to that point, and I'm going to start from the very bottom and scale all the way to the top. Now, I can go buy into a big cash game right now and be on a live stream, but I don't like to do things that way like I explained earlier, because I want to show an example of how to start off for free, keep this money that you win and put it into an envelope or wherever you want to keep it, and scale as high as you possibly can without ever using your own personal money. Eliminate as much gambling out of this as you can so you can always afford to play and make more money. So that's going to be the main gist of this poker podcast. And that golf course is right down the street. I'm going to go hit them up and play in this game. I imagine I'm probably getting at least a top 10. I almost always hit the final table in these free tournaments. There's no investment. I mean, you probably spend 20 bucks on a raffle, 20 bucks on food, then you get as many chips as you can. But I haven't played this company before. I'm gonna see what they're all about, and I will give a synopsis when I get back. All right, guys, I'm back. So, just got back from that big old bad free roll that I was telling you about, and I did pretty good, just like I thought I would do. I got final table. As soon as I got the final table, I was the chip leader. It was a pretty clear path to first place, but I ran into a little speed bump. There were 12 players at this thing. It's at a golf course down the street, one of those driving range, not Top Golf, but something along those lines. Anyway, they had 12 players, 10 of them suck as bad as you would figure. Oh, I guess I'm one of the 12. Damn, I'm one of the ones that suck. No, 9 are definitely like below par, exactly what you would expect. Free roll poker is like playing poker in your garage in your neighborhood. All the people come by and drink beer and stuff. So there's no investment hardly except for like food and drinks, and they didn't do raffles here, but I was pretty accurate what they were doing. You can buy a gift card, or you can straight up buy food or whatever, and then you get your extra chips. There were 2 players who were good. One was decent. He just knows poker well. I call him seasoned. And the other one he's a shark, but he's a free roll guy, so I can't give him that much credit. But I can't take much credit either because I'm going to play in those now too. But I have a reason for doing that, and that's why I'm making this video, so you'll follow along and do the same thing and climb through the ranks with me. Let's go. So anyway, got to the final table just like you would expect, and I went to chip leader as soon as I got there. And the one guy that's the only good real player there, it was about to be a battle time. So I got pocket aces. I'm the chip leader. I have about 250,000 in chips. The chips are 5,000 chips and the blinds are 5,000, 10,000. So, you know, I've got, what, 25 blinds. So when you get to these levels in these free rolls in these tournaments, like you're crap shooting at this point. You just hope you hit and you push. It's just kind of that thing. There's no real, not a lot of the strategy goes away. So anyway, there's this really weird rule with this league that I haven't ever played in before. So I made the mistake earlier in the game where I didn't announce my raise. But in the rules of poker, as long as you double the amount of the raise, it's obviously a raise, and that's it's a normal rule. But here, they tell you that you have to announce your raise, and I've never played here before, so I didn't really understand that. So that happened way earlier, and the shark guy is the one who corrected me and told me. I was like, I'll have to what? I have to say raise or announce it? Like this is really stupid, but. Anyway, so I got to the final table, got the pocket aces. I was like in mid position somewhere. I think I was right behind the big blind. So I was about to scoop some blind. No, well, I mean, whatever. 2 positions behind the big blind. So, you know, small blind, big blind. The woman next to me called. And so I put like 100,000 in, you know, my, however many chips that is. I don't remember. I put half my stack in just to scoop because I have aces. So I'm ready to do whatever. And the shark guy was like, you can't do that. I was like, huh? You didn't announce your raise, don't you remember? You have to, your bet's no good, you have to take that back. I was like, what the hell? He goes, don't you remember? You have to announce. I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that, that's weird. Yeah, so that raise is no good, you have to take that back. It's like, why are you being a dick about it? I'm like, you want to see the board. You like your hand, but not enough to call me. So you want to see that board, right? I'm like, oh shit, okay. Fine, I got aces, whatever. I'm ready to go, whatever. So yeah, I have to take it back, and the old woman next to me is like, I hate that guy. That guy's a jerk. I'm sorry about that. It's like, hey, he's just following the rules so that he can win, because he knows he can't beat me, so I gotta follow him to a T. So anyway, the flop comes, I call, he obviously calls, no raise. I was like, yeah, he wants to see the board really bad. So there's like, what, 4 or 5 of us in the hand. And then the flop is 10-3-2. There's 2 diamonds out there. So I'm like, just in case, some kind of diamond draw. He's over there like twiddling his fingers. So I just go in and go all in, and he calls. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then everybody else folds, and he flips over pocket 3s. So 10-3-2 is the board, so he hit a set of 3s right there. And the river and the turn, they were bricks, like queen and whatever else. I don't remember, but anyway, so yeah, I lost to some dumb shit. I mean, I still had chips left. I still had, what, 50 or 60,000 in chips after that, because I was definitely ahead, so anyway, so I lost to that, and there was this big old alpha battle between him and me, and he was just kind of being a dick about it, like he was this like hardcore dude at the table. I'm like, man, dude, this is free poker, bro. But I get it. So I will be returning. I thought it was actually pretty cool, you know. I just randomly decided to do this vlog and start doing the structure again, just on a whim, because I saw on the Instagram for this place that they have poker on Sundays at 3. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I've been looking for a free roll that I can like feel comfortable in, because man, it's like a cult in these things. I hate them. They're so stupid. Like they drag you down and trap you and never let you leave. And man, it's like, it's one of the most toxic places on earth. I'll just be straight up. I hate it. I call it poker practice, and it pisses all of them off. But there's no investment. It's the greatest place to go learn. And like, that's how I started off. I started off playing free rolls, and I didn't, because I didn't know anything about poker. I mean, I played the WSOP app and the Zynga app and all that crap, but I never played real poker. So, I mean, I started off playing those, and I used that money after I started winning for a while and started buying into cash games, like I said. So, and I climbed really high. I did really well, but not undefeated, but I mean, I killed it. 2017, I played 111 or 113 days. I can't remember which. And I played, I scaled all the way. I took a $125 free roll and I scaled it all the way to like 20 grand at one time. Like, I think I almost hit $21,000 just in one game. So, I mean, I bought it for $1,000 that day too. So I killed it. But anyway, point being is that I'm doing this as an example. So this is a great challenge. I challenge whoever's watching this, whoever's going to keep up with it. If you want to follow along with the Grinders Challenge, this is what I'm going to be doing. So every Sunday at 3 p.m., I'm going to go play this game and wait till I win. And it wasn't at $350 like they advertised. That's kind of stupid. So it ended up being $140 in the prize pool. So whatever you're doing with the money, they're adding it and distributing whatever they want to. So I was kind of pissed off about that. It was like $350 is in the pot. Supposedly it's what you're advertising, and 140 is at the final table, and there's all that other money that supposedly there isn't. But there's 12 players there, so I mean, they can't fork out $350. So I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go try to make my $100, $140 or whatever, and I'll probably have to win it twice so I can get my $200 buy-in. So I'm gonna start there. I didn't buy any food, any drinks, any of that stuff. So I walked in with a $0 investment. Might have spent $2.50 in gas getting there and back. Probably not even that much. Probably like $1.50. So if you want to be all particular, I'm probably $1.50 in the hole right now. Whatever, man. Anyway, my whole point is play for free, stack your cash, go buy in, stack that cash, keep stacking it and stacking it and stacking it. Don't take your day job money and put it into this game. Do it if you want to. I'm trying to teach you the way to just do it with no investment, and then that way all the money you've ever made is all just your poker money. You've never gambled, you've never gone into debt, all this crap. I'm just trying to make a good structure for everybody. So it's worked for me very well. Every time I try to do this with people, my old friends try to rip it apart because they think they're better players, and it has caused a lot of hate. So anyway, don't care, gonna do it again. They can't beat my track record. 2017 is the last time I did this. Like I said, I've been starting businesses and stuff, so yeah, here we go again. So 2017, I had 93 wins. I'll explain this in a second. I had 93 wins, 13 draws, and 5 losses. So what that means is that I went and played cash games. If I made less than $100, or if I lost less than $100, I called it a draw. If I made more than $100 or lost more than $100, it was a win or a loss. Now my daily goal was at least to double up. So the majority of the time I was playing 1-2, so I was buying in for $200 because I'm trying to progress to the next level. Once I build up $2,000, then I can buy into 1-2 10 times. So once I get $2,200, I can start playing 1-3. So I need to make it to $3,000 so I can continuously play 1-3 because you can buy in for $300. So 300 times 10 is 3,000. You need that 10 times your amount to play that level, right? So I worked 1-2 all the way up to my way to $2,000. I went 38 games in a row without losing. I at least hit 100, but I don't know how many times I only hit 100. I typically would not leave unless I at least doubled. I don't remember the math on how much I was averaging per night. I did that a couple years before that when I was in Pensacola playing at the great racetrack, but I was averaging like $350 a night there, so I was doing pretty well. And that's just playing like 1-2, 1-3, and sometimes 2-5. But there weren't very high stakes games there. 2-5 was kind of hard to get, and there were only like 4 people that would play it, so it was pretty low stakes. But anyway, point being, I don't want to ramble too much, but the point being is that I climbed from a $125 free roll that I won. I took that money and just kept making it in the casino, not spending it, not touching it. I think I probably used it for like gas to get there and back, right? But I think that's probably it. But yeah, I turned that into a lot. I'm going to do it again. I want people to do this with me. So if you don't want to do this and you're just buying in for a couple $1,000 already, ignore me. Man, just don't talk shit on my channel. I don't really care, dude. Like, I can go play you right now if you want to, for whatever. I don't care. But I'm trying to teach people to learn the grinder challenge, the grinder lifestyle. And what we're about is having no investment, playing professionally, start for free, just do as best as you can, keep record of it. So out of those 93 wins, I would say at least 80 of those, I at least made my money doubled. So if I bought them for 200, I at least made 200. I didn't want to leave unless I did that. So ever so often, yeah, I would just barely hit 100 or barely break it, but it wasn't that often. It was sometimes. So 5 times I lost my buy-in. Now, ever so often, I have another rule. So if you do lose your buy-in, my rule is you can buy in one more time, right? So I'll bring 2 buy-ins with me. You can't do that at the beginning, obviously, because you're taking $100, $200, and only have 1 buy-in. But unless you want to save up 400, then you have 2, but whatever. I took 125 and went and made whatever I made out of it. I don't remember, it's too long ago. But anyway, point being, all those times, yeah, sometimes I would lose, and then I'd have to buy back in to get that money back and then make it on top. But that wasn't very rare. That was probably the same amount of times that I lost. So it was probably like 5 times that I did that. Now, okay, sometimes I would top off $100, but to completely all the way buy back in, I didn't have to do that. There were a lot of times I got down to like $35 or $80 and I came back all the way to 700. So, I mean, there were times that I made plus 500. There was a tournament that I made like 1800. I only bought in for like $150 or that, 125, whatever it was. Real cheap, made 1800. So, I mean, I did really well. I went 38 games in a row with at least doubling my money. That was crazy. Then I've lost. Then I went another 32 games in a row without losing. So, I mean, I did really well that year, but I had been playing before I started keeping that record, and I was playing some really like heavy cash games. So I was used to playing like really, really hard players, like rocks, old people who were playing like aces, kings, queens, and quads and higher straight flushes. Like people like only play with you when you get there. Very, very good structured old peoples, and you know, your regular hardcore cash players that around the city that you would expect to see. So I was used to playing with them, so it was easy for me to go tear all those smaller levels up. But I was proving a point, and I was putting a digital footprint showing you that you can take $0 into this poker game, $0 investment, and you can go play for free. Collect that cash, don't touch it, don't spend it, put it into an envelope like I did, write your plus minus, plus one. Like if I would have won today, I would have put plus 140 and I would put it in my envelope, right? So you can do that and just keep record. You don't have to, it's just really cool if you do that. You feel better, you get smarter. Like, yeah, anyway, I don't know. This is a really good challenge. I hope that some of you take it up on me. If you do want to take me up on this challenge, let me know about it too, because I want to track our progress. I mean, of course, I'm going to try to beat you and race you, but it's a friendly competition. That's why I call it the Grinder Challenge. And let's become grinders together. I'm looking for like-minded people to do this with. It's the best way. No investment, play for free, climb from there. If you're already playing, I mean, we can compete our records against one another, but I would highly encourage you, even if you're a 5-10 player, come do this challenge with me. Drop down and climb. Have 2 careers. One day, you know, do your regular thing, and another time go do what I'm doing. Take the Grinders Challenge, and still do your same thing. Go play a free roll and try to win one, and then take your cash and build it too. Just do the same thing. Let's just have fun with it. It's really cool. So, I mean, you're gonna want to get out of there as fast as possible. These free rolls suck. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to me. Sorry I didn't get first place. I was actually on the verge of it. That'd been hilarious if I actually would have got first place the first time I showed back up for one of these things. Probably should have, but next time I'm going to announce my raise, okay? So, whatever. I'll see you guys next week, next Sunday at 3 p.m. I'll probably post this thing at 8 o'clock or whatever. But yeah, made it to the final table, got 5th place. Went out with ace-5 versus ace-king, and hey, that's all she wrote, man. Got to go in blind. You got 8 chips left. You just put it in there. Bingo! Nah, I missed. All right. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.